What's going on, guys? Eternal went back with another Ghost of Tsushima video, and today I'm going to cover something that I get asked a lot, which is how do I get said legendary? First and foremost, there's only 7 items in the entire game where you have to play as a specific character, and 4 of those are going to be class-specific epic charms, such as the samurai charm that I have on my samurai right now. In order to get that, you have to play as a samurai, just like you would for the hunter, assassin, and Ronin. If you want their charms, play as those characters. The other 3 legendaries that you can only get by playing as specific characters are going to be the Skipping Stone Bow, which you can only get by playing as the hunter. Now, I don't know if you have to have a long bow equipped, but I recommend it. As for the Ronin, his class-specific legendary is the Forbidden Medicine. Again, don't know if you have to have a bomb pack on as you play as him, but I'd recommend it. And then the Assassin, the exact same thing. His is the Heaven Sting. I don't know if you have to play with a blowgun, but again, I recommend it. That's it. It's just those 7 class-specific charms and 3 legendaries. Everything else you can get by playing any character at any time. All the katanas, all the legendary charms, and every single ghost weapon can be obtained on any character. Now, the other thing I want to go ahead and quickly suggest and cover is how to get your key to 120, or at least as high as possible, to where you can start farming for these legendaries. The best way to go about it is to complete story mode on the highest difficulty that you can effectively clear it. So if I go to story,
with you.
it doesn't matter which one you play, right? You just want to play on the highest difficulty that you are comfortable with. That is going to give you the best key for where you currently are at in the game. Now, there are weekly challenges. They're all set on Nightmare as the mode, right? You have the 3 chapters of the raid, and then you have a story, survival, rivals, and Trials of Iyo. All of these are Nightmare difficulty, and all of these will give you a guaranteed legendary, only one, but per mode. So you'll get one for completing chapter 1, 2, 3, and then one for completing story, survival, rivals, Trials of Iyo. Okay, so you can get 7 guaranteed legendaries a week. However, Trials of Iyo, which is the best place to farm for legendaries, you need to have key 120. How do you get key 120? First and foremost, like I just showed you, story mode. It's faster than any of the other things that you can do in Legends, and it's going to give you pretty much the same rewards as a survival would. Survival is longer, but it's also more fun. But that's subjective, I guess. It's whatever you like best, I suppose. However, I recommend story mode. Again, it's faster than anything else and will give you the same amount of chance to get a legendary as any of those other modes aside from the Trials of Iyo. Don't worry about builds until you reach endgame. Until your key is 110 on all of the pieces of gear that you want, so that you can then start mastery challenges to get your key to 120. You just want to equip the highest key gear that you have per slot, right? So you want to equip the highest katana, the highest range, the highest charm, ghost weapon 1 and 2 that you have available to you. And then you want to complete the hardest story, the easiest one that you can find out
What
of, what is it,
legend
7?
would you
Is it
like to
9?
hear?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so out of all these 9, just farm the one that is easiest for you on the hardest level. You'll constantly be getting better and better key for your gear. And if you guys aren't aware, key is directly tied to the amount of damage that you are able to do in this game. The higher your key, the more damage you're going to do to enemies. And then once you get your key to 110, and you start doing everything on platinum or nightmare, everything's going to drop at 110, allowing you to immediately go into mastery challenges to get that stuff to 120, to then be able to do Trials of Iyo. I made a build on what I feel is one of the best builds that you can use to farm certain Trials of Iyo. They change weekly. Not all of them are great for farming, but some of them can be completed in less than 2 minutes. It gives you a shit ton of honor. You get 400 for it, and then you get 4 or 5 legendaries sometimes. Um, and if you're doing that every 2 minutes, you're going to have more than enough honor to re-roll everything that you want, to get perfect stats on your epic gear, and then you're going to be able to farm very easily for whatever legendaries you're after. Again, there's only 3 that are class specific. Um, but everything else is just a random chance. There's nothing you can do to increase those chances for any of those other pieces of gear. As you can see, at the time of this video, I haven't completed this one, but when I do, I'm going to make a video of how to farm this one as well, because I think that it is farmable using the build that I released about a month ago. So yeah, guys, that's going to do it. I hope this video was informative and has helped you kind of understand exactly what you need to do to get pretty much every piece of gear in the game, legendary or otherwise. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.